an epic story.
I think we must now discuss the most underwhelming piece of footage in the whole of E3, in my opinion, which was Dead Space 3.
Oh. I'm in love with Dead Space 2. I should just say that now. I played through that game 6 times in the space of about 2 months.
I have to say, I was really disappointed by the way that looked. I mean, it might be different at launch, but it looked like a third-person action game. It
didn't look.
It looked more like a sequel to Lost Planet than it did to Dead Space.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it'd be cool in itself, but it's rubbish. Dead Space.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did say that the co-op, you don't have a partner if you're playing through single player or something, and there's like different scenes when you're in single player than there's in co-op, but cool. I'm not sure.
Well, what I read, apparently, like, you're still going to interact with this Carver dude, if you don't have co-op going, but apparently there's going to be a stronger connection if you do have co-op. Yeah, I don't want to play Dead Space in co-op, like, it's not how I want to play it.
No, I want it to scare the fuck out of me. That's what I want from my Dead Space games.
It doesn't look like it is at all, though, because, I mean, I didn't see much of the actual gameplay from that, but they were fighting some giant fucking massive thing out in the open on a fucking side of
some
town.
soldiers as well. And
it didn't look like...
I hate the way that, like, I mean, like, Isaac's gone from, like, some scared shitless engineer that's just, like, using his kind of weapons in the first one, using his tools as weapons. In the second one, you know, he's experienced, he's a bit more of a badass, but he's not a fucking soldier like he was shown in the third one. He's not like some badass.
Like, I can understand why people were kind of pissed off at Dead Space 2 now, because I didn't play the first one. I do want to, because a lot of people say it's way scarier and all that.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, it's so scary.
It is the superior game.
Yeah.
Like the elevator bit at the beginning, oh my god, I literally shat myself, like, right that instant, and I was just like, I can't play this game.
Yeah, if they managed to get a moment, like, the part that really freaked me out in Dead Space 2 was, you know, when you go back onto the Ishimura, is it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that was a very good
and you know the way you're walking around for like 15-20 minutes, nothing happens, and that fucking bastard hops out of all the boxes. I shit my pants so hard when that happened. Oh.
I actually think the scariest parts in like Dead Space 2 are like generally when you encounter a necromorph. They're more like when you like see a TV screen flickering or something like that, or you like hear a radio.
Yeah, the bit where you were like watching your one kill herself. Did that happen? I can't remember. Was it? Did she kill herself in that?
Spoilers.
Oh shit! Okay, it's old enough. It's old enough. It's like 2 years.
I like Dead Space 2, but it felt more kind of like they were slowly going towards more action type.
Yeah.
Number one was just intense, like.
Also, wasn't number one? There was like, since it was just on the one little ship, it was like tons of backtracking and shit, wasn't it? It wasn't like Dead Space 2 where you're constantly being pushed forward through all this different stuff.
Yeah, but it was backtracking, but it wasn't like monotonous, like in say Devil May Cry 4, where they make you repeat the same game. It felt like, you know, I felt they did it very well.
Yeah, I really only played the first one. Been planning on for ages.
Yeah, I kind of gave up on it. I got stuck, and I was just like, I'm too scared. Oh, I'm going. I'm leaving you behind by this place. Goodbye.
I don't see number 3 having much scare factor to it.
No.
Yeah, they probably have a few bits where you're just being shoved down a corridor and they make something hop out at you, but I mean, those aren't even the scariest bits. Like the first part in Dead Space 2 where the stalkers, remember that when you were going around that place with all the columns and they're creeping around in the dark and you can only hear them? That was so scary. And then the thing hits the door. I was facing away from the door, so I had no idea what just happened there. And I was wearing my headset. So that was horrible.
Probably my favourite moment of Dead Space 2. You know when when you go to like the childcare centre?
Oh yeah.
And then you get all those creepy kids and all that?
Yeah.
That was just like, that creeped me the fuck out.
Like, this is turning into a Dead Space podcast.
Okay, was there any particularly other important footage at the EA worth mentioning?
What else was there? Like, didn't they announce that Battlefield Premium stuff?
Yeah.
Battlefield Premium.
That's like...
There was some Need for Speed, wasn't there?
Oh, that looks pretty cool, actually. Most Wanted.
That looks like a Burnout.
Yeah,
It's picked,
which is cool.
That's
because Burnout is like my favourite game ever.
Yeah, they are made by the same company, but it did look like...
Yeah, Criterion.
Yeah, but it looked more like a Burnout sequel than it did a Need for Speed sequel to me
It
anyway.
does look like it's not quite as fast-paced or as kind of arcadey as Burnout.
No.
Yeah, can we like start a Kickstarter to bring a actual Burnout game back?
Jesus,
I don't understand why they haven't.
Like a proper one, not the free roam stuff even though I did like Paradise. But bring back.
Yeah, Paradise City was pretty cool.
I love
but I want like Crash mode back. I want the old school PS2 ones.
I've only played Paradise City, but I did love it. I did love Paradise.
Yeah, it is really good. Like the thing I liked about free roam is I was super addicted to picking up the smashes. I finally got all 400 of them, like a few weeks ago. It took so long.
Nice.
Plus, that was the second time I was trying it. I got up to 300 and something, and my fucking hard drive broke on my 360.
And the island expansion was pretty awesome too.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
It's kind of short though. I completed like nearly everything in like 2 days on that. But it was pretty cool.
What else? I don't think there's anything else worth mentioning from the E3 conference.
Yeah,
E3,
everything else was just like FIFA and stuff like that, which is just the same shit.
Yeah, sports games, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ubisoft, which in my opinion was the most impressive conference. Apart from Tobias making himself a complete, making himself look like a complete fool, and the whole Girlwood thing. Apart from that,
Jesus! If I wish she would stop making jokes, they were not funny. And then when she walked off, she really quietly said, and it took me a second to pick it up. She said something about, "Now maybe we'll see another girl, Dick," or something like that. As she walks off, something else. Oh, so awkward.
But yeah,
I noticed at the end, like when they were going off the stage, Tobuscus had no idea which side to go off. That was like he just standing there in the center, just okay.
It's such a retard. It's quite funny.
Yeah, wasn't one of the guys playing on the game on that weird first person shooter that was sort of just Counter-Strike basically? Wasn't he a YouTuber as well? They called out his name like Swifty or something. I think I remember. I used to watch his videos. It's kind of random.
I don't know.
Okay, maybe we should talk about the footage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, Far Cry 3. Boobs.
Yeah, we start with Far Cry 3, which looks
great.
It looks, I want it for the boobs, honestly. Basically, the best of it looks great. The gameplay looks fantastic.
It sort of has the kind of issue that I had with Assassin's Creed a bit, which is either the controls are really, really complex, or that game sort of plays itself half the time. Like, did you see those bits where, remember, he was stealthy for like 2 enemies, and then like jumps off. There's like a magic super jump. Lands on a guy.
That's a game. He shot someone, and then he jumped off the cliff and like stabbed someone. Yeah,
but he stabs some guy, and then like really, really like almost automatically goes and stabs like 1 or 2 other people. And the whole thing, it was kind of, I don't know. Also, it was kind of weird that they spoiled that part of the game. It seemed kind of weird. It seemed like that would be a bit of a surprise, since last year it was all, you were kind of being chased around the island by this guy, and then suddenly it's like showing off this thing that probably doesn't happen until halfway through the game. And then showing that's the end as well. If you actually do turn out to kill your friend, maybe this is just an E3 demo. Maybe this isn't actually in the game or something.
Okay. I'm not sure how excited I am for this, actually.
Yeah, I'm iffy about it.
Graphics look cool, but it I really like the enemy, like Voss. He seems very sadistic. I really enjoy that.
If they pull that fight, he could well be one of the best villains in gaming ever, in my opinion. If they get that right, because he looks like so sadistic and like crazy. But if they get that right, he could well be like a fantastic villain. He could be brilliant.
Plus, he's good.
Yeah, agreed. I really like the sadistic, like crazy vibe they're going with him, and he's doing it. The actor, I don't know who's playing him, but he's playing it very well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that looks very promising. Definitely on my wanted list.
So, move on to Just Dance, or was it just?
No, let's just skip Just Dance. Let's skip that.
Assassin's Creed.
That CG trailer at the beginning.
Okay, Assassin's Creed. I just jizzed.
Seriously, did you see that stuff they showed then? Oh well, we'll get on to. Well, I suppose we can talk about it now. The stuff that I think it was shown at Sony's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I missed Sony's as well. With the ship. What the fuck was that?
Ship, yeah.
I've been sitting there for the last few months thinking, wow, I really want a really good free roam pirate RPG-ish.